Boom. What? All right. What's going down? Moto Monday. Cool. Glad everybody. We got a lot of people in here already. Moto over football. Yep. So I'm rolling solo tonight. We got no Mel. She is watching the game. The Chiefs are playing tonight. Mel's watching the game. Melly just snuck in here. Melly, hey. But we're hanging. Cool. Pumped that you guys are hanging because I wasn't sure. I figured if you're either a Chief fan or a New England fan, you're probably watching the game. Oh, wait. Mel's in here now. Like you weren't jumping in. Ryan's in here. All right, let's scroll to the top. Let's see. We got Jesse, Corey. I always mess up your name.
How did Melly get in here?
I don't know.
Melly, no. Come here. No.
Man, I don't want to jack that name up again. I messed it up last week, too.
Who?
AK Show. AK Show. 72.
Who?
How do you say that again?
I don't know. Maybe.
Trent.
AK
So what up,
Show?
Trent? We were just texting. Big Mike from Millville, Jersey. Local boy. We got Monroe, Brian,
Yes.
Fred, Kyle.
Okay, you guys have fun.
All right,
watch
Mel's.
the Chiefs.
Yeah, she's not hanging tonight. Oh, a little super chat from Dan. It says, what up? Oh, from all the way from New Zealand. It's our homie from New Zealand's on here week after week. What up, dude? Thanks for the super chat, love. So how's everybody's week been? Free dubs up in here? Trent? What up, you doing? Mike? And Brian. Well, good. I'm glad everybody's up in here. We're hanging again for another Monday. So how's everybody's week? What you guys think? Well, the races last week. It's kind of winding down here to the last round this weekend. And Paula coming quick. It's crazy. I feel like this series went by really quick. So what you guys think about Colorado? I kind of knew Tomac was going to come back. It's crazy because even just listening to his interview, you could really tell that. Isn't that crazy? Like someone as good as Tomac's got championships behind his belt. Even that one moto, strong moto. Did he win the weekend before or did he just finish up? I can't remember. My memory's so bad. But anyway, I know he finished really good. Not last weekend. I know he won last weekend, but the weekend before he might have won too. But that was it. So all it took was one good moto finish, and we was off a couple weekends before, and he's right back. And I kind of knew that was going to happen. But that just shows you how much of confidence in the mental game goes into competing. When you're confident and when you can believe in yourself, it seriously can put you right back up front. Because I think he was struggling a little bit. He felt off, and then he got in his head because he made comments like, yeah, maybe I'm not going fast enough. Maybe these guys are going faster than me. And then, boom, he gets right back up there, proves it to himself that he still has it, and then comes out the next weekend and wins. So mental game, super important in competing and being a competitor, even on the top of the top. Best guys in the world battle with the mental game. So cool to see him come back. I was actually really I was watching. I'm really been enjoying. I still love Sexton, but I've really been enjoying watching Cinderella week after week. And kind of bummed. He almost endoed off that jump. He came out of that corner, that super inside rut, and he came out that. So there's that tight inside, and it came up, and it had that super gnarly rut, and he bucked off of it and almost went down. But lucky he was able to get out of there and not crash. So, but he was on point. He was looking good. He's so smooth and so good. So, but what do you guys think? Who do you think is going to take it at Paula? You know, what do you guys think? Paula's a good track. It's probably going to get ruddy there with the softer dirt and stuff. It's going to probably be but I'm just trying to think. What do you think about passing on Paula? Kind of hard, huh? So, and then what do you guys think about, I think Ferrandez is just probably going to wrap it up, huh? It's going to be tough to kind of probably take that away from him. He's been just on point every weekend. But let's see. I'm just going to try to read some of your comments just because we were talking a little bit. Yeah, finally. So Trent saying, Tomac finally picked it up. Yep, got a 6th place Kawasaki Race of Champs. So this is Mike here. He's saying got a 6th place Kawasaki Race of Champions. So that's sweet. So Kawasaki Race of Champions, a big race back in New Jersey. So he got a 6. Congrats on the 6, Mike. That's sweet. I know won't last 2 motos. We got another. So KS, our girl KS is in here. A little super chat. Let's get her up on here all the way from Australia, hanging out with us week after week. So, cheers, mate. Thanks for hanging with us. Pumped you back in here. All right, hold on. Let me read. He said, I was wondering if you guys have a P.O. box for fans. We do for our ministry. So I don't have, but if you just send it to the P.O. box, so if you go to ronnieandmel.com and then go to contact us, there's a P.O. box on there. It's for our ministry, but obviously I'll get it. So whether it's for RFMX or for Ronnie and Mel, we will get it. So, yeah, check that out. Easy to find. It's right up on the website. Oh, we got V Dubsky throwing another super chat. He says, loving all the new videos. Go Chiefs. Little dono to help with the cause. Yes, B Dub, much love. Thank you always for being so generous. Dude has definitely got the gift of giving. And yeah, thank you on the new videos. What do you guys think? I've been trying to... This week's video got delayed. Anyway, it's going to be posted tomorrow morning. It's coming out at, I think I scheduled it for 8 or 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. But what do you guys think? Andre's been doing, he's probably done the last 2 or 3. And B-Dub said he's liking them. I'm really liking the fact that he's able to edit and I don't have to do that anymore. So I love that. Plus, in my opinion, his stuff is just sick. He's really good. So I enjoy working with Andre. Next, so tomorrow's video is going to be really basic. Like I said, I want to create these how-tos that, you know, it's not just for the experienced rider, for someone who's never rode before. So tomorrow's video is really for someone who's never even probably rode, or they just got a new bike and they want to ride, or whatever. It's basically how to ride a dirt bike with a clutch. Super simple, because obviously I taught people how to ride the first time, and that's usually the tricky part for them, is to just get the clutch and throttle at the same time without getting... Normally what I see is that, yeah, and it either stalls or that it whips them, and then and then they usually go until they crash into something. So just trying to help people figure out how to be smooth with the clutch and the throttle. So just a video geared towards the beginners, and we want to show love. Thing is, we want to help build the sport. At the end of the day, we love moto, we love the sport, we love the industry, we love riding, and if we can help bring other people into that, get to share that same passion we do, we want to build the sport. So we want to have things out there that are for beginners as well, not just for people who have been in the game for a minute. But we film, so I'm just saying, we're a little ahead of schedule. All right, so we're going to Oklahoma on Thursday for the FCA motocross camp. Ooh, kicking the table. But we already filmed. We doubled up this week because we knew we had to leave, and because that one video got postponed because there were some copyright issues with it, and I had to get I had to dispute it and get whatever, YouTube to approve it, and they finally approved it today. So it's going out tomorrow. But because that got delayed a week, that pushed us. That should have came out on Wednesday, Thursday last week, and now it's coming out this week. So it kind of gave us a little bit of a cushion to kind of get ahead. And we've already filmed. So that's how to ride a dirt bike with a clutch. We filmed how to jump a dirt bike, and we just filmed last week at Midwest Extreme Park, and just a cool riding video. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Just a riding video with some riding clips and some music. I actually posted on my story today just a quick clip that, who else texted me? Don't forget. There she is. A quick clip from the video. So I haven't seen the video yet. He just kind of sent me that little thing to kind of be like, hey, check it out. This is kind of what the footage looks like from the day, and I can't wait to see it. So, but we got to go back there. Unfortunately, the day we were filming, his wife is pregnant right now, and he had to leave early. So we only got to film the main track, and there's a ton of options. They have a arena cross track. They have a straight rhythm. I really wanted to get the drone on the straight rhythm, and we weren't able to film that. So, because he had to leave, so I'm like, we got to go back. So we're going back. We're going to get all that dialed in. But anyway, Oklahoma on Thursday. We got the next week after that. It's the RFMX class here, September 17th. And we got the Deegan's coming in town. Just got a call from Deegan today. Haley Deegan has a race here on the 16th at the Kansas City Speedway. So pretty cool. So I'll get home from Oklahoma on Sunday. They're coming in town on Wednesday. So I'm gonna be able to hang out with them and see Brian and Haley. I'm not sure if Maurice is coming and the mom's coming or not, but it's cool. I haven't got to hang out with Brian in a minute because last time I was in California, he was out of town. So I'm gonna go out and hang out with those guys. I'm gonna go out and watch Haley race on Friday night, and then Saturday morning we're gonna be throwing down the class, and then we just posted the November class is up on the site. Put it out today. It's November 14th, and it's available now for booking. And yeah, we're looking forward to that. So things are cruising. Also, update on the merch. It's all at the printers, and just waiting for them to give me the call and say, come pick it up. So should have the RFMX merch all in stock, and we'll give you guys a little sneak preview of the little mini warehouse we made down in the basement, so you guys can check it out and see how we're running things. But everything's going good. We're excited. We got cooler weather. Actually, it's going to warm back up, but fall's very nice here in the Midwest. It's going to get hot again this week. But so, and then we're going to wrap up this outdoor series next week. It's crazy, huh? And then we're going to be jumping into the holidays. Then it's going to get cold, and we're going to be freezing our butts off here in the Midwest. So be coming out to California sooner than later. All right, so if you're new here, this is Moto Mondays. We do this every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. Hang out, talk about moto, talk about riding, talk about training, talk about any question you want to ask, whatever you want to know. Any information on motor schools, go to RonnieFaisstMX.com. And if you want to follow me on all my social pages, just check me out at Ronnie Feist. At Ronnie Feist. That's it. Check me out at Ronnie Feist. And the way we do it, because we get tons of people in here and everybody's asking questions and commenting, just to help me find questions, just throw up some question marks. I think I recognize anyone. Most of the people I'm recognizing names, but if someone's new in here, first time, just if you got a question, throw some question marks so I can pick it out. And then we do this for about an hour. The Chiefs game is playing, and right now, I got it on right here. We're on a commercial break, but I'm going to be watching. Right now, we're winning. 6-3. That's right, New England. We're doing it. So Mel my wife's usually on here, and she's chiming in a little bit, but she usually helps us with this, in case anything goes wrong. And so if something goes wrong tonight, I don't know how quick I can get her up here. Because she is hardcore Chiefs fan, and she's like, I'm not missing tonight. Oh, got Corey up there for a second. All right. So let's get it cracking, man. Let's just see what you guys want to talk about. We want to talk about the race last weekend. Any questions about some riding, some bikes? I feel like we always got bike questions about different bikes to ride. What do you guys want to talk about Monday night? Let's see. We got, hold on, let's see Brian here. So 2 motos this week, Grain Valley and Adrenaline. 2 motos this week. So Brian is my boy. He got 2 motos in this week. That's sweet, Grain Valley and Adrenaline. So that's sweet. Yeah, this is the best time of the year to ride in the Midwest. You can't beat it. Because winter's freezing, summer's hot, spring's wet, rains all the time, fall's perfect. Fall's the time of the year to ride in the Midwest. All right, so I'm going to start scrolling, see if I find question. I think I got Blake's up in here now. I'm just scrolling. I always go to the top. And then it takes me forever to get down. I just don't want to miss nobody, so I always try to. So, give me a second here. Tomac is the best. All right, so Kyle is saying Tomac, is a beast. I thought it said best at first. Is a beast. Cincerello is on point. Yep. He is a beast. He can't. He's a beast, dude. That's why he's got the number 1 plate. All right, here we go. I got some question marks right here. Let's get Brent up here. Oh. All right. It says, how do you feel about the Christians who consecrated themselves from news, cable? They may have a DVD player and dancing. Cable, they may. All right, so I'm thinking he's saying, what do I feel about Christians who have basically consecrated themselves from the news, cable? They may have a DVD player and dancing. So I'm thinking he's just saying some Christians have cut off watching the news, cut off watching movies. I mean, at the end of the day, like, if people want to do that, that's their decision. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I've had seasons where I've cut things out of my life. So sometimes I think it's necessary for some people to take time and season. So I think it's good to take if you want to take a season to where you're just going to give up certain things, like fasting in a sense, a biblical fast is usually food, but sometimes you can fast TV, you can fast social media. So in a sense, it's kind of like taking a season, going to, give up watching news, going to give up watching TV. I'm not against it. I think it could be very helpful. I think it can be good to kind of block out all the chaos and all the jibber jabber and then focus in on God. So I think it's all good. Nothing wrong with it. I've done it. Melv's done it at times, and it can help a ton. So definitely something to think about doing. Sometimes good, you know. The news is always bad news. Sometimes just depressing. I ain't like watching it. All right, so let's see. Let's get Fred up in here. He says, I love watching the clips from the two-stroke nationals. I can smell the pre-race through my phone. I swear, God, I love the sound. Oh, here comes Mel. I can hear her. What?
Did you get B-Dub's super chat?
Yeah, I got B-Dub. Did he send? I got him.
Where he said about the Chiefs?
Go Chiefs?
You put that up there?
Ours already. Is it not showing?
Oh no, I must have missed it. I'm not paying attention.
B-Dub, see, Mel's looking out for you. She thought I missed your super chat. I saw it early. It like popped up right when I sat down. I didn't miss B-Dub. I got B-Dub. Look, she's trying to act like she ain't in on the game. She's in. She can't watch the game and hang out. She said I can't do it on my own. All right. I didn't miss B-Dub. We saw Dubsky. All right. So he says, gotta love the sound and smell the smokers. Yes. I think that's the best part about two smokers. They smell good and sound good. I agree, brother. I'm with you. So we got KS. So let's see. Like the wheelie vid. Thank you, dude. From Brian. Oh, Big Feist made it in. All right. We let Big Feist, tell us what you did tonight. Big Feist was hunting tonight. Shot a buck. And he's waiting. I don't know. Obviously, you're not out looking for him because you're on here. So he said he was waiting for his cousin to come over, going to let him bleed out, and then go find him. So Big Feist will be sniffing around the woods later tonight, looking for the deer he shot. It's only 25 yards, and he does not sure where he hit him. So I told him he better get his glasses checked. All right. So it says. So this KS. It says. From what years were you an active member of the Crusty of Demons? So basically, Crusty Demons, if obviously most of you guys know, it's a video series, and it kind of set off the whole free ride movement. Definitely helped birth the sport of freestyle motocross, and it helped just get all of us kind of on the map and get us out there. But then they did a world. They started doing a tours down in Australia, and they started in Australia, and then they brought them over here to the U.S. But they did the best in Australia. They killed it in Australia. It's the funnest, best tours of ever. I'm gonna be lying. I ain't even lying, KS. The Crusty tours were the all-time best freestyle motocross tours. No, they were the best. Ask anyone who was on those tours. They were so fun. So I was in those since the very beginning. So the way I kind of worked out good for me, because when I moved to California, I met John Freeman and Dana Nicholson, and I wrote for they're obviously Flesh Wound Films. They were producers of the Crusty Demons of Dirt. Flesh Wound Films was the company. They had a gear company called Flesh Gear. I rode for Flesh Gear, so I always had my foot in the door because I was on their team. So all the film trips I got to go on when they start doing the tours, I was always on the list to be over there. So I was a part of those tours as long as I could remember. I think the last year that I went to Australia was 2005, I believe it was. And Big Feist, is that right? What year did Grandpa pass away, your stepdad, Jack? Because that was the last year. I remember I was in Australia when he passed away, and I flew home for the funeral, and I haven't been back since. So I think that was 2005. But those tours, man, those tours had to start. When did those start? It had to start in like 1999, I would think, 2000. Like we started going over there doing stuff. So we had a good long run at it. Mel's yelling. They must have scored. Chiefs must have scored. She's going nuts. But yeah, so I don't know how to do the math. It was a long time, and I know, do they still do those tours over there? I think they still do. I just don't think they're probably as big as they used to be, but I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, great times, great memories, great people, and lots of funny stories I could tell you about Australia. Crusty tour. All right, let's get Brian up here. It says, I'm probably going to race Grand Valley this weekend. You you have any last minute tips? First race in 13 plus years. Woo! Well, hey, welcome back to the circuit, dude. That's pretty sweet. Because I know I've been floating around thinking about getting back out there, but it has not been 13 years for me, so that's a long break. But hey, dude, I've been working with you. I've been watching you. You're improving. You're a fast learner, and you look good the last time we were working together at class. So here's the deal. Go out there. Just be smooth, ride safe. Focus on the start. Focus on getting a good start. Good start's going to be key, but focus on breathing. That's another thing. When we get out there in the race environment, it's been 13 years, you're going to have the tendency to just go, oh, it's time to go, and you're gonna just want to go race mode. And a lot of times we go race mode, we forget to breathe, and we basically don't get no oxygen. We pump up in about a lap. So just try to remember to relax. You know, you're gonna be on the line. You're gonna feel nervous. That's normal. That's the fun part. That's the fun part. So I think that's why we all do what we do, because it makes us nervous. Been doing it for 30 some years, and I still get nervous sometimes. That's good. Makes you feel alive. So when you're feel those little race jitters on the line, just in the nose, out the mouth. Just focus, concentrate on that gait. Get in the good body position, think about that stuff. And then when it's race time, just get in good lines, guard the inside, you know. People, it's way harder for someone to have to go around you. So get a good start and guard those insides. Grain Valley, is that what? Yeah, Grain Valley's all insides. Only line I ride outside of Grain Valley is the one before the little finish line tabletop, is because the inside's way slower. So rail that one, jump the finish line, or at least jump up to the double. And then I ride, and then that last, you know, after that next straightaway, and it's kind of like that dragon back. I kind of go middle in there, but other than that, I ride insides on that whole track. So guard the inside. It's going to be way harder for people to get around you. And just remember to just try to breathe and relax and have fun, dude. And then let me know how you did, bro. And then we'll be hanging out soon. Because I need to get back out to the track. I had so much fun on, when did I go out there? Saturday. It was fun. It was sweet. All right, so V-Dub, yes, on the podcast. So me and Mel threw up so Mel bought a podcast mic. I came home. She's like, hey, I got a surprise. So brings me up in the office. I had to close my eyes. And she's like, open her eyes. You got all these mics. Got it all set up. Mel's ready to do a podcast for the Ronnie and Mel channel. So be on the lookout for that. We filmed a short version. We did like a 30-minute one. We're going to post it on YouTube. And now we're going to start uploading some stuff to a podcast thing. So be on the lookout. I don't think we're going to actually launch it or start it until January next year. This last couple months, we have too much going on to try to get it going. But be on the lookout. It's coming. Ronnie Mel podcast show. And if anybody has any cool ideas what to call it, let us know, because we don't really know what to call it right now. All right, let's get Chase up in here. No matter money, brand, or background, start tomorrow. If you were to get a bike, what would it be? All right. No matter money, brand, or brand. If I could just get a bike tomorrow, what would it be? Man, I feel like I always get this asked questions of what I want to get. And I don't know, to be honest with you. Like I love my Husky. Like I really do love my Husky, but I could get on a Honda and love my Honda, and I could get on a Cowie and love my Cowie. So they're my three bikes that I'm like, I don't know. I like them. So it's tough for me to like narrow it down. I ride the Husky because they do give me a better deal than I can get anywhere else. And I'm thankful for that. So thank you. Shout out to Husqvarna for giving me some love for the old Freestyle dude, because it's hard to get deals on bikes, especially when you're not competing no more. So, but I could feel at home. Oh, there it goes. Let me turn this up real quick. I could feel at home on any of those. I knew I was going to do that, and I was just waiting for it. I probably turned it up too much, huh? Oh, that's not bad. I could probably get on any of those and hold on, I'm going to try this. There we go. So, man, I know you're like, yo, narrow it down and tell me what you really like, but I don't know, dude, to be honest with you. They're all good. They're all good. I'm going to turn it to, I'm going to be honest, I like the red bike, though. I just like the way the red plastic looks with the shift gear. That's another thing. I'm not going to lie. I like my white bike, but I still think the shift one looks kind of sick, too. Does that look worse? All right, whatever. I feel like Mel's coming. I'm hearing steps. It's messed up. I knew it was going to do that. All right. Oh, wait. I just had you up. Here, can you
Wait,
turn it?
now it looks a little bit better.
I was trying to adjust both. So yeah, it would go up a hair.
Up?
Up a hair. There you go. It's fine. All right, let's get Brian up here. Any 110 stuff. Haha. Whether in the Midwest or in Southwest Michigan, you wake up to frozen cars and 7 degrees. Yeah, that's true. That's how it's been lately. I mean, it ain't got frozen yet, but it's been chilly in the morning, and then it's warm in the afternoon. But it's coming real soon, that cold frozen car stuff. But I don't have any 110 stuff going on right now. I know, I need to get the 110 game cracking, but I don't really have nowhere to even ride a 110, and I don't have one. I got a little 50 in the garage, but I need to clean the car. Last time I rode it, it was just spitting and sputtering down the street. But I'm telling you, if I ever find me a little spot and build up my own spot, I think I might have to throw a little mini 110 track in there just for fun. Hey, I want to say what up to Clint. I think Clint's a newbie from Mississippi. What up, big dog? A little shout out to him. So we got Christian in here. All right, we got him up here. It says, what would you tell yourself 10 years ago, and what have you done differently? What would I tell my 10 years ago? Well, here's the deal. I think this is what I like, because when you look back on your career, it goes by so quick. One of the things I think I wish I would have had earlier is I think when I remember this, I was a privateer and, you know, struggled as a privateer and then moved out to California. And then when my freestyle career took off, I think I was so excited that I was actually making a living doing what I loved. I was like content. I was going on film trips, competing at X Games, and I took it serious and I trained hard. But I don't think I really believed that I actually could win an event until I felt like it was like later in my years to where I was like, I thought that I had like, so maybe I just felt like I was a hair behind like Deegan and like Travis, who were always on the podium. And I felt like it was later on in my career when I actually think that I had the confidence and believed that I could win. I think in the beginning, I think I was like, I don't know if I have like the desire, not that the desire wasn't there. I just feel like I was just happy that I was like making it, that I was just kind of like cruising. And then as I like got better, there came a point where I was like, wait a second, like maybe I could win this event. I wish that would have happened sooner for me. And then by the time I got into speed and style, I really wanted to win. And I remember just having a whole different desire, and I trained at a whole different level than I did in my early years of my freestyle career. So that's what I mean. I think just by the time I got to my speed and style, when I kind of left or like got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm gonna make the shift, because I didn't do freestyle and speed and style together. I've kind of rode out freestyle, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do speed and style now. Did one after the next. But by the time I got to speed and style, like I was at a place where it's like I wanted to win, and I wanted to get. And funny enough, that's when I started getting all my medals, and I was like, man, like I wish I would have had that earlier in my career, and that same desire to win, and not just kind of being content and being happy, just being in the top 10 and making a living riding my dirt bike. So I think that's the one thing, if I could change, was just the desire to win sooner in my career. And not that I, like, don't get me wrong, I tried my butt off. I think it was just a mental thing. I think because I kept seeing, like, those dudes, I'm gonna be honest, those, like, Deegan was always one step ahead of me in Twitch. Like, we all rode together, like, in the crew. Deegan really was. He always had, like, one little step on us. Like, he did the flip first before us, and then me and Twitch would do it. And then Deegan did the 360, and then I started trying it. And it's like, even, like, go back to even seat grabs, double grabs. Like, he always was, like, did everything first, and then we were kind of, and he was winning stuff. So we were kind of, like, chasing that little, I always seemed like I was a step behind in a sense. So anyway, confidence is so much. That's what I'm just saying. Like, I know, like, when you believe up here, it changes the game. And I feel like we saw that in Tomac, just a little bit of confidence booster from one weekend to the next. So anyway, for those who are, you know, competitors, man, believing that you can win and wanting to win changes the outcome of your performance and how you even train during the week. And I'm not saying I didn't try it ever. I tried my best always, but I just wish I was hungrier sooner. Okay, so
You should have invested in real estate 10 years ago, too.
oh, let's see. I'm thinking Moto. Mel's thinking investment. That's true. Mel's honest because we probably had this talk before. Huh? She's my wife. She knows a lot of things. This is true. So here, little info for the young. If there's anyone young, up and coming in motocross or whatever, maybe you're in your 20s and you're making money, be an investor. That was the thing. My dad, and I thank God for my dad. My dad's a saver. My dad was an investor too, but my dad was always a saver, and he always told me to be a saver. So thank God that I did put my money away during my career, that I got to the point when I got to the end of my career that I could become an investor and start investing in real estate and other things. But I do wish I would have started way earlier. So, because I kind of just cruised through the whole career and just put a lot of stuff away and then got to the end and was like, oh, hold up, my contracts are in. Like, what am I going to do for income? I'm like, yeah, I better, maybe I should start investing in real estate and doing this. Man, if I would have started that my whole entire career, if I was investing in real estate, been a lot better real estate portfolio at the moment.
Well, especially 10 years ago when the market...
Yeah, like if I would have known what I know now when that 2008 crash came, it'd have been over. I would have bought that house. Remember, it's funny. My buddy just sent me a picture of this house that I wanted to buy during the crash. It was on the market for $600,000, and I didn't buy it. And I decided to rehab the house that I was living in, and that house right now is almost worth like 2.8 or 1.8. I'm like, should have bought that one, huh? Oh well. Whatever. Hey, here's the deal. Be a saver. But save so you can be an investor. Don't just stack your money away in the bank and do nothing with it, because don't make no money in the bank. Investor. But you have to save so you can invest. Don't be a spender. Here's the deal. Live under your means. Don't try to be over flashy because no one cares. That's the thing. You're the only one that cares. I've realized that as I got older too. You're the only one that really cares. No one else cares as much as you do. So just live low overhead. Let's keep it simple, and let's be wise investors, wise stewards, and be generous givers. That's how we do it. Okay. I don't want to miss. Mel's so funny. All right, so let's get Adam up here, a little super chat. He says, yo, dude, I'm sorry I'm late to the show. Please don't hate me. You rock 2020. Make these little cry again. Yo, we're just happy you're here, dude. The football game's on. I wasn't sure how many people were going to come in here, so don't ever feel like it's bad to be late. And, we're rocking Trump 2020. So thanks for being here, Adam, and thanks for the super chat love. We appreciate it, brother. So, who's winning? My phone shut off. Game over here. So yeah, we're trying to double up. We got football and moto going on. All right, I'm gonna have some freestyle rant style. So let's get Anthony up here. I noticed this was a question. He says, where can I hit some freestyle ramps in California? See, that's the thing. That's one thing that's really hard about freestyle. It's hard to get into freestyle because there's not public freestyle places. So it's not like you can just show up at a track and there's ramps set up and you can start practicing. A lot of times you have to have land, have your own ramp, or know someone that has it. So it makes it difficult. And the thing is, in Southern California, other than Paula, which I believe they shut it down now, I don't even think they have it anymore. They did have a freestyle park, but for some reason, I think they got rid of it. I don't know of any spot other than the pros. And the thing is that you have to know someone to get out there. So that's what I'm saying. That's what makes freestyle so hard. It's a hard sport to get into, a hard sport to grow. There's no amateur series. It's tough. It's definitely tough. So, man, sorry, I got a place for you. We jumped it in. Oh, so Big Feist is saying he jumped it and backed out. So, obviously, his deer that he hit was back there, still alive, and he scared it off. And he backed out. Well, hopefully you find it in the morning. I told you to wait till morning. I knew he wasn't going to wait. I knew it. I told Mel as soon as he texted me and told me he shot a deer. I said, watch. He'll be out there tonight with flashlights looking for that thing. So Mel's clowning. How's the knee? It actually feels all right now. My knee's jacked up. I'm not even going to tell. Did I tell you guys how I heard it? I probably told you last week, didn't I? I was probably complaining about it then. I'm not even going to say it. Clowning. All right, let's get Fred up here. It says, were you in the dunes when Stempt overjumped all the bikes? What were your thoughts about that back then? I actually was not there. That was in Crusty 1. So I didn't move to California until Crusty. So I missed Crusty 1, Crusty 2. So Crusty 1 came out. I saw that when I lived in Jersey. Crusty 2 came out just as I got there. I got to California and they premiered Crusty 2. So then I filmed for Crusty 3000 Crusty 3, which I think they called it Crusty 2000. I was actually on the cover of it doing a Cordova. So I didn't see it, but I obviously saw the video, and I thought it was crazy. He landed on, I think he landed on Jeremy McGrath's bike, to be honest with you. And I think it was like, it wasn't Emming there, and Emming was like, just like, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen, or something like that. Hey, Seth, sweet, dude. I love that guy. He goes for it. But when you're up in the air and you don't see dirt under you, and you see a pile of people on bikes, that's not a good thought. That's not good. I don't want to land on a bunch of bikes. All right, here's a good one. And someone just hit me up about this the other day. All right, we got Chase. He says, MX Mount Rushmore. So we've seen this a lot on the races on the weekends. And basically, who would be your 4 picks for Mount Rushmore for Moto? And I would, obviously, you got to go with who influenced you when you were growing up. I was inspired by Ricky Johnson the most because as I was growing up, he was the champ. So, obviously him, and then I started going to Gary Bailey's motocross school, and so then I really started watching old videos, because David was hurt before I started. He's already paralyzed. David Bailey got hurt in, I think, 87 or 86. So, right when I was start riding until 88, racing in 89. But I started watching old videos of David Bailey, and I really took a liking to David Bailey just because of how smooth he was. And he always looked effortless. So, and him and Ron Lachine had really similar style, but so David Bailey, I really liked Johnson for sure. David Bailey, putting him up there just because he's an OG legend, 500 national champion. And then you gotta get RC. Like, come on, RC. And me and Mel were trying to talk about this the other day. Didn't he win 2 seasons in a row every single moto? I know he did it one year, right? Did he do it the very next year? Because if he did, like, for some reason, I think that's what happened. But I know for sure one outdoor season he won every single moto. Like, who can do that? And then did he really do it the second time? For some reason I want to say he did, but like I said, my memory is always jacked up and I can't remember if that's a true fact. So if someone knows if that's true, let us know, because I think he did. And I told Mel, I'm like, who's ever going to be able to do that again? Like, that's almost like a record no one will ever probably be able to touch. But anyway, and then my last guy, I'm going with MC Jeremy McGrath, King of Supercross, because I was really inspired by McGrath as well in the 90s, because I was still young. And when I just moved to California, when I moved in with Deegan, McGrath lived right around the corner from us. I always saw him out on a lake, saw him on riding trips, and who doesn't like Jeremy McGrath? The guy's a beast, dude. 7-time Supercross champion. Come on. So I'm going with those 4. There's many more, so it's really hard to narrow it down to 4. But I'm going to the people that really inspired me. And the fact is I've had a chance to meet, let me see. I said Bailey, Johnson. Actually, I met them all. Every single one of those dudes is the nicest dude. All of them. All of them. Genuine, nice people. Because when I thought, yeah, like maybe I'll say this guy. Because someone asked me this question 2 days ago. And I was like, you know what? And then I thought about when I met him, how arrogant he was. And I thought, I'm giving that dude no credit. Dude wouldn't even talk to me. I appreciate people that don't have an attitude like, dude, we're all people here. Like, be nice. You ride a dirt bike and you're good, cool. Great. No reason to treat people like you're better than them. So anyway, I'm not going to tell you who that was. All right. Jesse. So get Jesse up here. It says, would you and Deegan ever go back to X Games and get the gold one more time? Because X Games hasn't been the same since. You're part of the Meadow Militia family. So whatever me and Deegan, says, would you Deegan ever go back to X Games? I mean, here's the thing. Like, we just got to be honest with each other. We love going to X Games, but the fact neither of me and Deegan could go back there and compete in freestyle and get a medal right now. It's way too, like, right now you got a double flip, front flip, body varial, so neither of us could probably go back there and even get a bronze medal, let alone a gold, just being honest. But we love being there. Like, I mean, I get to go every year and judge. I love being there. I love watching all the new talent. I love just even judging these guys and making sure I try to get everyone in the right spot because I know all the hard work. So I'm all about still being. I don't want to not be a part of X Games, but as far as me competing, probably not going to happen because I'll just get my butt whooped. Let's be honest. And Dean, I was just talking to Dean today, like I said, and he's narrowing. He's getting to the point where the off-road racing's coming down, slowing down for him. So he's really getting down to the last few years of his competitive career as well. So we're getting, Deegan's how many? I think Deegan's two years older than me. So we're getting up there, starting to get halfway to 50 almost. He is halfway to 50. He's 45. That's pretty funny. So, all right, we got Curtis in here. What up, what up? Big Curtis. All right, so, yeah, let's get him up on here. He's got a question. We got the one who endures. What up, brother? He says, was trying to catch you at the track on Saturday. Couldn't get there until I was done riding. Really cautious being at the 4-month mark on the ACL. He says, how was that straight rhythm session? So, oops. So if everybody knows, Curtis obviously had ACL surgery. He's been coming back. He's at that 4-month period, and that is the 4-month mark. And we talked about this in another live where you feel 100%. You feel like you can go back to riding. You want to go back, but unfortunately, the graft hasn't taken full strength, and it can be ripped off very easily. So the wise thing is to stay off your bike, even though it's very hard at times. So be patient, brother. It's well worth the wait. Come back 100% and not get re-injured and start over that whole 4 to 6 month process. It is a true 6-month process if you wait. In the straight rhythm section, I actually didn't get to film. I wrote it, but I didn't get to film it. But it was still fun. It was actually really windy out there that day, and it was super dry on the straight rhythm section. But I had fun. I love straight rhythm, and I promise you guys, I'm getting you some footage, some drone footage of me going through there because I've been trying to do that forever, and I was like this close, and my buddy had to leave early and we didn't get to film it, but we're gonna go back out there. All right. But it was fun. So Mel's clowning. She wants to know how we hurt the knee. So basically we have the mini gym set up downstairs for the home workouts. Mel likes to work out here at the house, so of course I had to get down there and get busy one morning. So I'm going hard. I'm going old school, jumping jacks, doing the what do they call it, not the rock climbers, they're like it's like you're doing the stair climbers, mountain climbers. I'm doing mountain climbers, jumping jacks, push-ups, squats, lunges, everything. Felt good. Felt like a champ. I was like, yo, I need to get down there more and do this. I'm going to be burning some body fat. Woke up, went to bed, woke up the next morning, my knee was just ballooned, limping around. Then I had to go film on Thursday, and then I filmed again on Saturday. So I rode 2 days in a row, and obviously it got worse. So I've been gimping around, complaining about my knee. And I didn't do anything to it. I just did some jumping jacks. So that's what happened. So Mel told me I was washed up. She told me I think her words were, just forget it. It's over. I was like, nothing is over, dude. You remember Rambo in First Blood? Nothing is over. That's me right now. Stallone status, baby. All right, let's get Jason up here. He says, my stepson is 6 foot tall, 280 pounds, and needs to go straight to a heavier weight spring. Or do you think we can stiffen it up enough with the compression clickers? No, I think at 280, I think for sure go to stiffer springs. So, because 6 foot, that means tall is around my height. But 280, I have my suspension, I'm only 170 pounds, and I have stock suspension. My clickers are all the way in, and it's too soft. So 280, I would definitely go with the stiffer springs. Drop it off to someone that's good, and they'll just give them your weight. They'll know exactly where you need to go for that. But I don't think the clickers will pull it. All right. Oh wait. So we got all right. Get Jesse up here now. It says Ronnie and Mel channel. If you're both in Wisconsin, hit me up. My house is your house, plus we can go ride dirt bikes in my backyard. Sweet. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, so Wisconsin. All right, we're going to keep it on the radar. I haven't been to Wisconsin in I don't know how long. But I appreciate it. Go ride some moto. All right, here, so let's see. I think let's give Wiley. Wiley says RC was also the only one to ever lap second place in a professional. So he won. So he obviously so you're saying he won 2 years in a row, every single moto, and the only one to lap all the way up to second place. Good Lord, could you imagine being in second place in the national and get lapped? Dude, remember we were watching the end of the Supercross series last year, me and Mel, and Wilson got lapped, and he was seriously like in like top 5 or something. He was in like a 6, and he got lapped, and I was like blown away. I'm like thinking to myself, like, how do you be like in the top 5 in the 450 class and get lapped? I'm like, good Lord, dude, like that's how fast these dudes are going. Insane. All right, so we got Cody here. It says, what do you think about Deegan's son, Hayden, next Supercross champ? I think Hayden is for sure going to be a champion. He's definitely on his way. He's got tons and tons of talent. He's got the best setup practice. He's got all the right people around him, and he's already talking to the factories. There's another thing Deegan brought up today is there's 2 people fighting for him already. The dude's 14 years old. Star Yamaha and KTM already want him. So and Deegan's waiting. He's going to turn pro in 2 years, he said, and they're not signing anything right now, and they're going to figure out who's going to be best for him, but he's going to start his pro career as a factory rider. He's already on his way, and as long as no major injuries, because the only things take people out, major injuries, or for some reason you just get really distracted and you don't train, and then you could have speed but no endurance, and then it just falls apart from there. But if that dude stays focused, champion, for sure. He's so good. And I hope he does. It'd be cool to really watch that kid win a championship, watch him grow up. It'd be really sweet. All right, so we got Brian here. Curious about Danger Boy's question. Wait, did I miss one? Oh, so maybe you're just kind of touching on the same one I was just talking about. So yeah, I'm feeling Danger Boy. I'm a fan. He's ripped, dude. He's fun to watch, right? He's more fun to watch than his dad. Come on, let's be honest. And Brian knows that too. We always say that. He's way cooler. Look how much better his scrub is. All right, so, oh wait. Jesse says, Ronnie and Mel, thank you both for coming out with an awesome merch on both your pages. Yes, dude, thank you. Yeah, thanks to anybody that's been supporting the merch. We appreciate all the love on both sides for RFMX. And just know, I'm really excited about relaunching the RFMX stuff because it's just gonna be fun. It's gonna have some in-house stuff. We're gonna do some giveaways too, so be on the lookout. I'm doing the first giveaways on Monday nights for you guys because you guys are here every week. So hooking you guys up first. And like I said, Mark will be coming in-house next. Hopefully RFMX is in the house this week. Hopefully. I'm hoping I get it before I leave but here's the deal. If I get it before I leave for Oklahoma, I still have to get back from Oklahoma and then redo the entire site, do inventory, and get everything. So give me another week to get that going before I'll actually make some post about it that we're doing the relaunch and bumping up everything. All right, so let's get Anthony up here. He says, wherever you do FMX classes, I have a fresh park ramp with an extension panel I could take if you don't have a ramp to use. Dude, I'm all about freestyle classes. Like, I would love to teach freestyle. I'm passionate about dirt bikes, period. Motocross, riding, fundamentals, technique, but I'm passionate about freestyle too. And it would be really fun to pass all that on to people that want to learn. So I would love it. Like I said, I don't have a spot that I can do it at right this second, but I'm open to it. And if we could figure out a place, I'd be down to teach people how to do some freestyle because it's just stuff that I love. And freestyle's fun. Like anyone is tried to just take some time to find a nice little jump and session it and work on a whip or a turn down or try and just even a knack or something simple. It's fun. And then when you actually start to get it and then do it good, it just feels good doing tricks on dirt bikes. Super fun. So it'd be fun to help people get to that place to where they're enjoying snapping some tricks out. All right, so let's get Jesse up here again. It says, do you still keep touch with the Metal Militia team? And did you ever get the MM tattoo? I got 2 M's in my armpits. I got a big M right here and a big M right here. And the funny thing is, Melissa, Mel, her name is, or her maiden name was Melissa Mickelson. So she tries to always say, oh, you got my initials tattooed in your armpits. No, it was Metal Militia. So I do have the tattoo. I think everybody on the crew had a MM tat. And I keep up with everyone as far as like, I talk to Twitch and Deegan, Taka, the most. Those 3 dudes I never like lost in touch with. Twitch and Taka the most. Deegan's really busy, but we still, it's more like text. But today he called, which was cool because I haven't had talked to him on the phone in a while, so that was good. As far as like fits, little bit. I was texting him. It's sad to say his father just recently passed away, so I was texting him, just kind of let him know we're thinking about him, praying for him. Colin Morrison, I still talk to. Colin was actually like hitting me up about Bible stuff and wanted to get started reading the Bible. So a little bit of Bible talk with him. So I still keep in touch with the core ones that were my close friends, and then so I feel like they're lifetime friends. I'm not gonna really probably ever lose touch with any of those dudes. So we just have so much history and so many memories together. It's hard to not stay in touch. I miss those guys, to be honest with you. I miss hanging out with those boys, miss riding with those guys. So, did I miss anybody's stuff? He says, let's hear some hunting stories from Jersey. We got any good ones, Feist? What do we got? Some hunting stories, huh? Trying to see. Me and Big Feist, me and Big Feist been hunting together since I was a kid. Like as long as I can remember. Big Feist was known for building these skinny little sketchy stands at the top of the tree. I'm not lying. Top of the tree. And he put these long spike nails in the tree, and you had to climb up the tree like this. And then sometimes you had a branch here and a branch there, and you had to work your way. I remember I used to get so scared trying to get up in these things. It was gnarly. But when I was a kid, I wouldn't even go all the way up. We sat in the same tree. So Feist had his stand way at the top, and then he put me a little, mine was like the climber, wasn't it? It had the little climber halfway up, and I'd sit up there with him, chilling. I never used to last long. I used to freeze. Big Feist, we didn't have all the sweet hunting gear we have now. We used to wear, our gear back in the day when I was growing up was seriously just work boots and like a brown Carhartt onesie, like the onesie Carhartt, and you'd be out there, I'd be there, I don't know, how long did I last, Feist? 30 minutes, hour, and I was a little kid, like 8 or 9 years old, out there shivering like a leaf, sitting in the tree. But I remember one time, so after I grew up, I got out of hunting underneath the Feist, we still hunted together. Like now we hunt, like when I used to go back to Jersey, we hunt to where I couldn't see him no more. We would text each other, you see anything, you see anything? And then I'd hear him shoot, boom, and like blow me out of the tree. I'm like, that you? Was that you? But for a couple years, we actually hunted so close. We hunted, we could see each other. I could look over and see him sitting in the tree next to me. So he used to be up there ripping them. And I'd see him up there like this. I see the tree start wiggling because he was laughing. I know what he was over there farting and stuff. But we had fun. It was a good times. Good times. Anybody grew up hunting with their dad, it's some of the best memories. That's one thing. If I ever have kids, I'm going to do the same stuff. My dad took me out, taught me how to taught me how to shoot guns, took me hunting and fishing. That's all fun stuff. It's like the best memories you have growing up, hanging out with Pops, doing the fun stuff. So I miss going hunting. We haven't been able to hunt together for the last 2 years, so hopefully, he's obviously hunting in the backyard. I'm actually got a friend who's going to possibly let me come hunt in Missouri, on the Missouri side. So after I get back to Oklahoma, I might try to sneak up there. A couple hours, he said I lasted. And that's not too bad. Felt like 30 minutes. And do some hunting here in the Midwest. But our goal is if we could find a nice piece of property, build a motocross track, do motocross schools at the house, and go hunting on our property. That's the big dream vision. Would be sweet. So, all right, I got a question here from Jesse. We got about 5 minutes left. So it says, by the way, bro, I dig the sweatshirt that you have on, and awesome hat. Camo is awesome. Well, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. I appreciate the Feist 26. The Feist 26. Can you guys see it? Feist 26. Representing. Yeah, best memories of life for sure. Dad taught me a lot. It's all right, man. That's one thing. That's what, dude. That's what life's all about. You know what I mean? It's good. Family, friends, moto, dude. That's what it's all about. We like hanging out with friends. Love hanging out with family. Love doing cool stuff. I'm an outdoors guy, so and I'm grateful that my dad's an outdoor dude. I remember my dad he'd come home from work. He'd be in the yard till dark, outside working. No matter. He's cutting the grass, raking the leaves, cutting the firewood, stacking the firewood. We used to have deer. I'm not even lying. We had pet deer. There's like Feist Farms. Like I'm a redneck. I'm just covered redneck. We had chickens. We had pheasants. We had peacocks. We had deer. We had a horse. We had a goat. I'm not lying. This is dead true. That's how I grew up. We had a dirt bike track in the backyard. Like straight up little Hicktownville in South Jersey going big. But it was fun. And, yeah, it was sweet. But anyway. All right. So, Brian said have a great trip in Oklahoma. Thank you, guys. Who knows who's winning the game right now because my phone fell down. Is the Chiefs still win? I haven't heard Mel yell in a while, so hopefully we're still winning. But, yeah, man, thank all of you guys for being here week after week. I appreciate it. And we'll have some, let's see, I have the same dream vision, hunting moto property. That's right, dude. Freddie's on it. Dude, that's the best, right? How sweet is it to wake up, gear up, go moto, right? Fall, winter comes, go out back and go hunting. That's sweet. And then if you want to shoot your bow during the day and practice or shoot some guns, go ahead. It's sweet. No, it's how I grew up. That's why I think I want to have that back of having that. So, yeah. So we'll wrap it up a couple minutes early today. Thank all you guys again for being here on Moto Monday Nights. We'll be back next week, 7 p.m. And you guys have a good week. Be safe, ride safe, and we'll see you on the next one. And I hope to see some of you guys, some of the RFMX classes here in the Midwest before it gets too cold. Much love. Peace out.